This edition of Hybrid TV is brought to you by Wet Swimwear, 100% beach fab, guaranteed.
This one going and fog up the place.
Hi, this is Gabby from Hybrid Magazine, and we're here at Cascade Studios with the founder of Elle NYTT, LaShaun Prescott. Hi LaShaun, how are you today?
Thank you so very much for having me.
Okay, so to get started, you want to give us some background on how you got started in dance and how Elle NYTT Studios came about?
Well, I started dance at 13 years of age with Carol LaShapelle. From Carol, I moved on to Joy for Dance with Alan Balfour and Abney Joy, Trinity Dance Theatre, and then I started Elle NYTT in 2007. It was originally Elle Incorporated, and we changed the name to Elle NYTT when we established legally a branch in New York. So the NY is for New York and Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay, and how do you handle managing two studios both in Trinidad and in New York?
It's difficult. I have my sister Shaun Prescott. She's also director of the company, and we also have Nicole Nawani as the operations manager. So they would handle the operations here at both our Cascade and Curb locations, and then I would do the classes that we have in New York, which is just one class. A soca class that we have on Saturdays at a fairly popular studio called the Mark Morris Dance Center, and it's on Saturdays in New York. That's our New York based branch of Elle.
Okay, so when you got started in dance, what type of dance did you start off with?
I started with modern dance, but as the company slogan is experience different styles, and I've dabbled in Latin and dancehall and hip hop and folk and soca. So it's really I think ballet and modern, of course. And I think it really enriches your performance and just your whole experience as a dancer. I always tell people, just go out and try different things and experience different styles.
Okay, so do you have a favorite type of dance that you enjoy the most over the years?
I would say it was like my foundation is modern contemporary. I feel the most comfortable in that style, but usually when I'm doing choreography, I try to mix and add, a little flavor here, a little flavor there. So I will put in like a little dancehall step, some soca moves, just to switch things up a little bit.
Okay, and speaking of soca and that style of dance, you do dancing with Marshall Montano. How did that get started, and what's your role?
Well, I started with Marshall in 2007. We auditioned to do his Jumbie music video. And from there, we started with a couple of performances. We did Madison Square Garden in New York with him, and at that time it was just like a couple of routines. It wasn't like the entire set. And just over the years we added more songs onto. But I'm not with Marshall anymore. I had to stop when I started school at NYTT School for the Arts in New York. And at the time, because I was on a student visa, I wasn't able to legally work in New York at the time, so I had to do full-time student. I should be finishing in May this year. Tisch School for the Arts, NYU, Masters in Dance. Yes.
Okay, that sounds great. I wish you the best of luck in that.
Yay, thank you.
Okay, so I know that dance is very demanding on your body, and you do several different types of dance, including when you were working with Marshall and stuff. So can you tell us some information on how you stay fit for dance? Is there anything else you do?
A lot of people ask that question, and like they see my physique and they would say, how many times do you go to the gym? And I have tried the gym. I would get to the gym for like 2 weeks, and then my schedule gets really ridiculous and I have to stop. So it's really the dancing that keeps me the way that I am right now. Right now I'm dancing Monday to Saturday. Ballet and modern. We have to do both ballet and modern in school. So we would have like an hour and a half of ballet and then go straight into an hour and a half of modern into rehearsals and stuff. So it's pretty intense, and because it's a lot of cardiovascular activity as well. So and the whining as well. Keep the waistline in shape. That's my plug for my soca classes right there.
Okay, so it's mostly your dance. So if you wanted to, what advice would you give to someone who wanted to get involved in fitness through dance? For people like myself, I've never liked the gym. I prefer to play a different sport outdoors, go running, I do Pilates, that sort of stuff. So what advice would you give for say an adult that wants to get fit or wants to get some variety in their workout routine?
I would definitely say try it, because our classes are open classes, so people come here expecting that there'll be a varying levels from people who have 2 left feet who have never danced before to those who are like professional dancers, and we all come into this space knowing that we're here to learn and we're here to, you know, just get fit and have a workout and stuff. I would say just get right into it and try it. So some people, you know, I think that people have to understand that different exercises would take to their bodies differently, and you would only know until you try it.
Yeah.
So like for me, I've tried the gym. You know, it doesn't seem to be working in a consistent manner, and I also propose that people should try different activities. So like as you said, the Pilates and yoga and, you know, just different things, because your muscles react differently. People look at me and they think that I'm very fit and I can't run to save my life. Like at all. You know, so you just need to see what works for yourself, and I would just say try it. You know, you never know. Just get into a studio, feel it out. And the thing is with dance, that it's a lot of fun. Like you enjoy it and you don't feel like you're working out. So it has that little mind trick that it does, where you don't feel like, oh, I have to lift this, you know.
Yeah.
So
and do repetitions.
yeah.
Okay, so what are your plans for the future after you finish your masters? What are your plans, both for yourself and for NYTT?
$1 million question. I really just want to work on expanding Elle some more. I would really like to do stuff regionally and internationally. I mean, we have the classes right now in New York, and I would just start by doing workshops different places. Like I did one in Atlanta. I would ideally love to see the company go on tour. So we would usually have we had our last show at Little Caribbean Theatre. The one before was at Napa, the one before that was at Queen's Hall. And so like if we could take our show with all the performers and then take it, say, do a performance in Barbados and then do a performance in Jamaica, and just really expand and let people see what we have to offer where culture and art is concerned.
Okay, that sounds great.
Yeah.
Future plans for hybrid too?
Yes. Okay, so one other question. We asked you about your fitness already, but is there anything you do diet-wise to make sure that you stay fit and healthy?
So, this is probably not going to be what you'll expect. I eat almost anything. I really don't diet, and I probably should, because my age is catching up to me. I'm 34 years old. But I know that it's probably part genetics and probably part the fact that I have a very high metabolism, and just like, you know, the amount of dancing that we do on a daily basis. I can afford right now to just eat what I eat. A lot of and so maybe I should not say that. You'll edit that one out. Yeah, but I know that, you know, maybe if I give advice, I would say, you know, drink lots of water and eat lots of fruits and vegetables and proteins and stuff. But honestly, I really don't. I mean,
well, I guess what we could get from that is that when you do that much physical activity and you exercise on a regular basis, it allows you to be a little more.
It does, and I can say that I'm fortunate to be able to, you know, eat what I want and still maintain.
Food.
Yes,
that's
I
one
really
of the
enjoy food.
Biggest benefits of exercise. Okay, LaShaun, so on behalf of Hybrid Magazine, we'd like to really thank you for your time today. And who knows, you might see some of us coming to take one of your classes pretty soon.
Thank you so much for having me.
It was great having you.
It was really a pleasure.
Okay.
This is LaShaun Prescott of NYTT here on Hybrid Magazine, telling you to like, subscribe, comment, share, and grin.